One of the fastest ways to earn Ryo in Shindo life isn't boss hopping, it's actually running dungeons efficiently. If you've been struggling to afford bloodlines, modes, companions, or expensive abilities, this method can make you millions of Ryo in a relatively short amount of time. So let's break down why dungeons are worth farming and how you can get the most out of every run. First, what are dungeons? Dungeons are wave-based PvE challenges where you'll fight groups of enemies before facing stronger opponents as you progress. Every completed run rewards you with Ryo, and depending on the dungeon and your performance, those rewards can add up very quickly. On top of the Ryo, you'll also gain experience, making dungeons a great activity if you're still leveling your character. The biggest advantage of dungeons is consistency. Unlike boss farming, where you're constantly teleporting between villages and waiting for bosses to respawn, dungeons keep you in combat almost the entire time. That means less downtime and more rewards over the course of an hour. Now let's talk about the best setup. For dungeons, your goal is to eliminate large groups of enemies as quickly as possible. Abilities with wide area of effect attacks are much more valuable than single target skills. The mode I use to group up enemies is Worm. It's good for sucking up mobs, and I pair it with Cho-Cho's sword as a finisher. And I use Lava and Tsunami as my bloodlines. For wide are attacks. Efficiency is what matters most. The faster you clear each wave, the faster you reach the rewards at the end. If you're playing solo, don't worry. Dungeons are still one of the best ways to earn Ryo. Focus on staying alive, grouping enemies together before using your strongest attacks, and avoiding unnecessary damage that could slow down your run. Another mistake many players make is leaving after one successful run. The real profit comes from repeatedly completing dungeons back to back. The less time you spend in menus or switching activities, the more Ryo you'll earn every hour. Here's a simple farming routine. Queue into a dungeon, clear every wave as quickly as possible, collect your rewards, and immediately start another run. Repeat for as long as you plan to farm. Doing multiple runs in one session is where your Ryo really starts to stack up. Finally, don't waste your earnings. Save your Ryo for upgrades that directly improve your farming speed, such as stronger modes, essential bloodlines, companions, and key sub-abilities. Investing your Ryo wisely means every future dungeon run becomes even faster and more profitable. If your goal is to become rich in Shindo life, dungeons are one of the most reliable PvE activities available. They're consistent, beginner-friendly, and reward both your time and your progression. Stick with efficient builds, keep your runs fast, and before long you'll have more than enough Ryo for everything you need.